Welcome to NHL Buzz. The 2022-23 regular season continues, and NHL.com brings you the latest news. Boston Bruins. Coach Jim Montgomery said goalie Jeremy Swayman suffers lower body injuries every week. The Bruins announced later Thursday that defender Derek Forbort will be out 4 to 6 weeks after undergoing an open reduction and internal fixation surgery on his right middle finger. Eacn was injured during Boston's 6-5 overtime win at the Pittsburgh Penguins on Tuesday. At 5:42 in the second period, Swayman fell on Bruins center Patrice Bergeron and Forbort blocked the first kick. The Bruins urgently recalled goalie Keith Kinkaid from Providence of the American Hockey League on Wednesday. Kinkaid served as Linus Ullmark's backup when Boston visited the New York Rangers on Thursday. Mike Reilly replaced Forbort. Reilly has been a healthy scratch in the last 3 games. Montgomery also said strikers David Krejci and Craig Smith are out every day due to upper body injuries. Nor was it played on Thursday, but Boston could when it visited the Toronto Maple Leafs on Saturday. Krejci missed his 3rd game in a row and Smith his 2nd game. Dan Rosen. Ottawa Senators. Cam Talbot played relaxed for the first time this season when the Senators hosted the Vegas Golden Knights at the Canadian Tire Center on Thursday. Talbot, who broke his rib during training camp, relieved Anton Forsberg as Ottawa trailed 5-1 in the second period. When his injury was announced on October 3rd, he was expected to be away for 5 to 7 weeks. "It feels good," Talbot said. "It's a grind. You never know when these things will actually heal themselves. There's nothing you can do to speed up the process. I just tried to stay ready, stay fit, and it's nice to be there again with the kids, finally." Senators coach DJ Smith said Talbot could play if needed on Thursday and start against the Philadelphia Flyers on Saturday. "The plan is we have to play it," Smith said. "He is a star goalkeeper, and he hasn't played in his first 10 games. We have to get him in some games. We know he can help us and he will give us some confidence when he comes." There. Talbot was acquired in a trade to Minnesota Wild on July 12. Last season, he played with Wild in 49 games and averaged 0.276 goals, 0.911 protection percentage, and was December 4, 32 with 3 shutouts. Saving percentage in -1 for .15 GAA and .8 for 6 Stanley Cup playoffs. Forsberg has started 8 of the Senators' 9 games this season and missed many practices to manage fatigue and an irritating injury. "It keeps us in these games and gives us a chance to win every night," Talbot said of Forsberg. "It'll be nice to take a break for him when he comes in. I'm sure he's looking forward to that too." Callum Fraser. Montreal Canadiens. Joel Edmundson made his Canadiens debut against the Winnipeg Jets on Thursday. The defender missed the first 10 games of the season due to a lower body injury. Paired with defender Arbor Shakaj, Edmundson scored 6 points in 24 games for Montreal last season. Winnipeg Jets. Morgan Barron will have wrist surgery on Friday. The striker is expected to come out in 4 to 5 weeks. Barron last played on Sunday in the Jets' 2-1 overtime loss to the Vegas Golden Knights and practiced on Tuesday, not Wednesday. Coach Rick Bowness said the injury has been something that has been going on for a while. "She's messing with him," Bowness said. "There's a little bone in there and Morgan played with it, but it gets worse. He's been absorbing it and playing through it for the team, but it gets to a point where it affects the way you play. It's not that effective for your team. So let's fix it." Barron has 4 points in 9 games and is averaging 118 per game in penalty shootouts that tied for 3rd place among Winnipeg forwards. Bowness also said striker Nikolai Ehlers is progressing after an undisclosed injury but is not ready to give a timetable for him to play again. Ehlers has not played since October 17 and will miss his 8th game in a row. "It's growing slower than we'd hoped, but it's improving," Bowness said. "To put in a timeline, no. But at least there is progress. We hoped it would be faster, but it isn't. But there is progress." Minnesota Wild. Wild used 11 forwards and 7 defenses as he hosted the Seattle Kraken at the Xcel Energy Center on Thursday. Minnesota is missing strikers Brandon Duheim, Marcus Foligno, Ryan Hartman, and Jordan Greenway due to an upper body injury. Duheim split in the second period of a 4-1 win against the Canadiens on Tuesday. Wild coach Dean Evason remains unclear on the specifics of his injury or recovery timeline. "I'm not 100%. I didn't even know it was happening," Evason said on Wednesday. "The trainers came to me and said he was being looked at, and then the next thing they came back and said he was out. They're still looking at when it happened." Greenway took part in on-demand practice Wednesday but did not play against Kraken. Evason said Foligno, Hartman and Duheim will miss at least the next 2 games, but it's possible to join the Wild by embarking on a 3-game road trip that kicks off November 8 at the Los Angeles Kings. "Greenway for sure, and then probably any of the other 3 will come," Evason said. "You have 4 days, and in those 4 days we will take these 2 full days, so it will be a good time for us to rest." Greenway has missed the last 7 games, Foligno has missed 3, and Hartman has missed 2. Jesse Pierce.